Hi, so this is a tutorial on how to do the Gusty Garden 2 skip as Mario. These strats do work for Luigi, so just keep that in mind. So after the Sling Star here, you want to walk up a little bit and do a long jump. Then you want to line yourself up with this curve right here. Then as soon as you walk on the green, just do a grounded 2P jump. And then just head down. Um, this mole might be in the way. I'm not sure if it is in a full game run, but he shouldn't be much of a problem because you can just long jump over him. And come down here. And this part's really important. So I'm gonna try to pause it. Okay, so you see Mario's arms? You want those arms to be parallel with this star right here. Looks kind of like a weed, so I'm gonna call it like weed basically. So you make sure that his arms are parallel to this, and that's very important because you want to make sure he has the correct angle when you're doing the skip. So to make sure he's parallel with this, you want to press C, like when you're right next to it, and just make sure that it's as parallel as you can get because you're not going to be able to change your angle when you're jumping here. So once you have the correct angle, you want to step back here, then press C while you're in the air, while you step back so the camera does a 180, and that will preserve the angle you had here. So once you do the 180, now you just want to hold directly up, but you want to make sure that you're like kind of lined up with the flower, like the middle of the flower pot right here, because you're going to be jumping over this. You want to try to avoid jumping like too far to the right, too far to the left. Just make sure you're jumping in the middle, but try not to focus on that. And I'll explain why in a sec. So what you do here is you want to get a running speed. So once you run up to this first weed pattern, you want to do a jump, and you want to just do a single tap jump. Do another single tap jump, the double. Then for the triple, you ideally want to land like in the center here, but basically anywhere like here, pretty much. Like if you're touching the center flower, then you should be fine, pretty much. You could make it if you like go a little bit to the left or a little bit to the right or to the left, but you want to be in this general area. So here's the important part. So you want to make sure that you hold up this entire time. So you've noticed if you look at the input display, sometimes I do adjust. You can adjust your position a little bit in the air, but just make sure that you don't change its angle because you want to preserve it. So for the triple jump, you hold A, and then this is the very, very, very important part. So after the triple jump, you want to pay attention to Mario and don't pay attention to the flower part. Pay attention to Mario. So once Mario does his second front flip, so he's done one. Actually, it's when he's about to do his second one. You could delay this a little bit more, but I like to do it basically until he's fully done with his first front flip. And as soon as he's like about to do his second front flip, you want to do your 2P jump. And then as soon as you do your 2P jump, you want to hold straight right. And make sure that you do not hold right before you do the 2P jump. That's very important. So hold straight up, 2P jump, then hold right. Here, I'll play this in one motion. And then basically for this part, you just hold right, hold 1 PA. You don't need to hold 2 PA. It doesn't affect how much airtime you get. And a good indicator, if you are going to make it, is to see how much of the planet you can actually see. So when I first got this, I can see like a pretty decent part of it. If you can only see like this sliver, there's a pretty good chance that you're not gonna make it. But if you see like a sliver like this, you have a pretty high chance of making it. So just keep that in mind when you're doing this trick. Also, one more thing that I want to talk about this triple is that pay attention to how Mario um, does the 2P jump and goes into the or skips the gravity field. So you see how his animation does not get canceled here? That's very, very important. So if Mario like does like a backflip when he's changing gravity fields, that means you will 100% not get this trick. So you want to make sure that his animation does not get canceled here when you are switching gravity fields. This is very, very important. And if you do notice that his animation does get canceled, you can save yourself by ground pounding like as soon as you notice it. So just make sure, just keep that in mind because that'll save you a lot of time if you're going to try to do this again. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this trick. So just hold right the entire time, and then once you get close enough to the planet, you can just ground pound. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.